Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the midweek edition of Sports Tonight. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Well, today the Super Eagles, of course, failed to impress a lot of fans after their second successive defeat in pre-World Cup matches. They lost to the Czech Republic by a lone goal. We'll be talking about that and, of course, focus on the preparation of the Super Eagles for the 2018 World Cup, which is just a few days to go. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about other teams preparing for the World Cup. What are they up to? What are they doing? What is happening in their camps? Some of the players that are going to the World Cup that are not fully fit. What are the updates about some of these players? These players that I'm talking about are players people want to see at the World Cup. We're doing all that for you on the show tonight. We will also do our best to talk sports, grassroots sports, talk about what happened in the Nigeria Professional Football League today, and of course, in the aftermath of that game, how the table looks like. Of course, in all this, we will not forget the Super Falcons of Nigeria. They went to Gambia, got the job done, and of course, half of the job is done now, and they will hopefully come back on June the 11th, that's Monday, and, finish the job that they did at the Baku Stadium in Banjul. So that's the outlook of the show today. We have a surprise guest for you. He's not going to be talking about football. That's all I'm going to say for now. He'll be talking something totally different from football, but we'll do that when we're done with all the issues that we have to talk about as regards the World Cup. And, of course, give you a slice of the French Open tonight on the show. All right, let me bring you into all that we're doing on the show tonight. Let's have your thoughts, your perspective on the Super Eagles friendlies, especially today's game, what you think, who has impressed you, who has failed to impress you. Talk about all of these things. What do you think Gennaro Ross should be doing now? Also, talk about that as well. Talk about the French Open. Talk about everything and anything on the show tonight. That's how you can be a part of it. So avail yourself of that opportunity. Get across what's on Facebook and, of course, on the handles that you have right there on your screen. And, of course, you can read up on all our top stories. You have them on www.channelstv.com. You can see our videos, the stories and the videos on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also go to channelstv.com if you have your iPad, your iPhone, and your BlackBerry, and you follow that prompt, you will be viewing us live. You can also download the Channels TV app for your Android, your iOS, and Windows from their respective stores. And once you do that, simple as ABC, you will be able to carry Channels Television with you anywhere in the world and not miss out on anything that's available on your award-winning Channels Television. Okay, let me quickly introduce my partner. It starts off the show. We're doing most of the show with me today. Let me welcome Joseph Mokuzi. Joseph, it's nice to have you on a special day like this.
Always a pleasure. Lots of things are happening with the Super Eagles. I know that this, I would say personally, it's not officially time to panic, but there are legitimate concerns that we really have to work on. And we are really showing a lot of sign of weakness that we hope that time is not on our side, that we need to rectify. If we don't rectify those weaknesses, our opponents are out there to pounce. At times, I just feel that I hope these friendly games has not opened us too much, to our weakness. But we'll discuss more of that as time goes on.
All right, I agree with you. All right, let's take a quick time out. When we'll come back from that timeout, we'll go proper into the World Cup segment and take you through all the stories around the 2018 FIFA World Cup. All right, welcome back. Well, first thing that you need to know is 8 days to go. The countdown continues tonight on the show. 8 days to go. And of course, if you're a Nigerian, you had a few days on top of that. But of course, the World Cup, the Mundial, begins 8 days. In fact, this 8 days probably depends on where you are in the world.
Thursday, to be specific. Thursday next week.
For some people, it's already 7 days and a few hours.
Those in Australasia,
yeah, okay. So,
region,
but for us, 8 days to go. We'll just take it that way. 8 days to go. All right. Joseph, your thoughts. I know a lot of people are not happy, but I like the words that you use, that it's not time to press the panic button yet, but there are signs, real concerns.
Obvious signs, and we have lots of problems around the team, around the midfield, around the defense. You know, we have
still not getting the combinations right.
Getting the synthesis is not rhyming yet. Even in the goalkeeping department is highly, you know, suspicious. I don't know why the coach is bent on, you know, having Zoha as number one. You know, thinking that a friendly match would be enough to prep him for the World Cup. When you have Ezenwa, it will take him a longer time to get to peak form. I just, you know, feel that Ezenwa will take a shorter time, but the coach has made his decision. We have to live with it. But I believe we have concerns, especially when in the area of set piece. We've shown repeatedly that we have problem defending set pieces, and these are things that
and when we get our own, we waste it.
We waste it. That's the thing. We don't capitalize, and we are very, you know, we don't defend properly. And when you are playing against Croatia, they have top players: Perisic, Mandzukic. Even Argentina also, they have players that can capitalize on, you know, those things. Give you very, very fantastic set pieces. We have to fix that. We don't have much time to fix it. The midfield is suspect as well. You know, we have players that are consistently underperforming. Ogeri Onazi, Joel Obi. Mikel doesn't have the legs as such. Thank God Wilfred Ndidi, you know, is back now fit. That will go a long way in helping us. John Ogu is playing too deep. I want to believe it's because of the cautious nature of the pattern they are playing.
Okay.
You know, lots of issues. You know,
we could be forgiven that we didn't start by telling you the result of the game. It's obvious a lot of people are disappointed. But just in case you missed it, and for any reason you're yet to know what the result is, it's going to come up right now on your screen. We lost by a lone goal to Czech Republic, and I guess the overall play, a lot of people were not impressed with the overall play of the Super Eagles on the day we lost. But it's a friendly. There are lessons to be learned, and hopefully we're going to be able, hopefully, correct our mistakes before our first game at the World Cup. Immediately after that game, Coach Gennard Rohr, well, said something. You know, let's just take his quote from that game. What he had to say about, that's it on your screen, Coach Gennard Rohr. This is a statement that was accredited to him on the NFF handle. He says, we have 9 days to be ready for our first match against Croatia. As of today, we are not ready. I'm not sad because of this result. The result that matters will be in Russia. You know, Coach Gennard Rohr, Super Eagles technical advisor, this is what he had to say immediately after that game. And in a way, he is right.
He is, absolutely.
If you win all your friendly matches and you go to the World Cup and you start losing, nobody would, you know, remember the friendly matches. But if
absolutely,
you lose and you get to the World Cup and you're able to turn it around.